Yo, what's good, people? It's man like Jamo. Now we out here again with another gaming keyboard. This one's from the guys at MELGEEK. I ain't even really heard about them before, but they put me on this MADE68 Air Hall effect thing. Now, obviously, just as a disclaimer, although they put me on this keyboard, it's just for review purposes. I do get to keep this one, but they do not get to influence my opinion in this review, nor do they see the video before it goes out. Now, without any further ado, let's get this thing unboxed and see what's really good in it. Now, just to quickly show you all the accessories you get with the keyboard itself, you get this little USB, you get this little, I don't know, keycap plucker, you get some spare keycaps, you get some stickers that got bees on them, you get this little documentation, and you got a little quick start guide over here. Obviously, you men are here to see this thing, fam. Now, this is the keyboard itself, mad low profile. I don't know what it is, but man is actually getting into the low profile thing. They just look cooler. They're wicked, little mechanical Hall effect switches, and obviously they're just a lot smaller to put in your bag whenever you're going to work or something like that, if you want to get a nice fancy keyboard kind of thing. But yeah, that's what it looks like. This has got kind of pink finish. I think they do one with like a purple finish as well, but this don't look too bad. On the back there, you got the little clip things to, you know, adjust the angle that you're typing at. Apart from that, not much really going on either of the sides, because it's not a wireless keyboard. It's got these switches here for different profiles in different games and key bindings, and I'll show you that a little bit later. But apart from that, nothing exciting going on right here. Well, not whilst it's turned off anyway. Now, just for the real keyboard warriors out there, I'll just throw some specs up on the screen for you real quick. But what stands out to me is the 8000 Hz polling rate, 0.125 milliseconds latency, and you've obviously got these Hall effect low profile magnetic switches with just 2.8mm short keystrokes, fam. So for those of you that are esports warriors and knows what that means, there you go, you're welcome. All right, let's get into how this thing actually sounds. Now, in terms of keys on this keyboard, just like the name suggests, we've got 68 keys. We do get arrow keys here. We do get like the end and page down keys here. And we get a number row, but we've got no FN keys. So if you want FN keys, you're gonna have to actually press the function button and, you know, press the corresponding function key as well. There's also a lot of other shortcuts that this thing has, which you can use with the function button. For example, I think they've got volume on one of these buttons or something like that. Do you know what? Let me just get the instructions and show you. Right, here you go, guys. Feel free to pause the video. But yeah, these are the instructions and combinations that you can do with the function button here. So they got all the RGB down there on the bottom row. They've got N key rollover, 6 key on that, them kind of stuff there. Enter button also doubles up as play and pause. I lied, actually, they have no volume keys on here. Which, oh yeah, no, there it goes. Yeah, up and down is volume. There we go. And yeah, as I said, you got all the other stuff going on there as well. Didn't know whether you guys wanted me to pluck one of these keys out so you can see below it, but I'll do that for you anyway. So yeah, there you go. You can see the switch right there. That's the magnetic switch. I don't know if you can actually plug out the switches, but they haven't given me a switch plucker. Yeah, I actually can't find the switch plucker, so I'm gonna just put that right back where it is, and we're gonna actually go and plug this thing in. All right, so here we go. Let's go and plug this guy in. Got my little USB here. Plug that in, and we've got a little light on the top there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me just turn off all the other lights around so you guys can see what's going on. Can you guys, yeah, can you see there's a little light going on here? Now you can turn that off by doing function and Q. You can turn it on and off. You can't change the color of it. Can you change the color of it? I don't think you can change the color of the main light bar at the top, which is right, people, them Jamo from the future here. I lied about the RGB. There's actually bare customization, but you got to do it through the little MELGEEK application, which I'll put the link to where you can download it in the description section below. But literally, fam, like, as you can see, I've got the RGB thing going on right here. There's a little forward, backward, forward thing going on here. It looks kind of like a game. You got the back and forth that you got going on. So let me turn that off so you guys can see what's going on there. There's definitely a lot of RGB options with that top light bar. Just wait to get that out of the way before we move on with the video. There is RGB on the keys right now, but you can barely see it. It's really dim. You can barely see it, kind of thing. Like, I got a light on behind me. Let me turn that off as well. And you should be able to see the RGB a little bit better. You have got different RGB modes. What is this mode? I don't know what this mode is. No, that's turning it on and off clearly. There we go. This is like a mode where every time you press a button, you get like a little RGB ripple. You got another mode which is like each key lights up as you press that as well. That's kind of cool. But these, I mean, the modes are not too bad. They're just really dim, and it is per key RGB. There's no rainbow wave mode or like a circular mode or like, you know, like a traditional RGB keyboard would have, which is really weird considering the fact that it's a RGB per RGB keyboard. And then you got, you know, your still modes. You got your like fading or color changing mode, which slowly changes color. You can't change up the speed of the RGB patterns either. You can only change the brightness, and this is maximum brightness, obviously. So, yeah, that's what you get basically. That's what you get. Okay, it feels all right. Doesn't feel too bad. Feels like I can run around. It feels quite good actually. It feels better for playing games than it does for typing actually. Let's try and see if I can beat these guys here. Right. Oh, damn. No, we can't go back. We can't go down. I think I'm surviving. Oh, nope. I need to run. Yeah. Half gaming keyboard and half Logitech productivity mouse is a crazy combination for Borderlands 4, but seems to be effective. Let me show you guys the software for this keyboard, innit? Right, yes people, back to the MELGEEK software. Like I said, the link to where you can download it is in the description section below. Now, you got 3 different profiles of customization on this thing, and this whole application lets you customize whatever you want to customize on the keyboard itself. Literally, I'm talking like any key. If I pick the J key, I can make the J key P. For example, I can literally make it whatever I want. They've got other stuff down here. They got like your media keys and stuff like that. They got some OS options and stuff like that. Like I don't know, launch. What let's say launch, display brightness, desktop, search, stuff like that. You can literally map any of these actions to any of the keys on the keyboard. And if you want to leave this row alone, you know, this is your standard row. You've also got your function row that you can access by obviously pressing the function button and any key that's going on here, fam. So bare customization per key. Usually keyboard makers only give you like a certain row of customization on the keyboard, but the fact that they're letting you customize any key, crazy stuff going on. Now, I think I already kind of showed you guys what the lighting situation was, but yeah, you got bare different options of, you know, choosing and switching the lighting around, which you can do as and when you want on the software. You got some super key stuff, so this is like setting your macros, control and C, control and V. You know, you can set those to be one key instead. So yeah, that's quite cool. You got rapid trigger options to literally change the actuation point of all the keys, fam. So let's say, for example, you want a key to be actuated when you've given it a lighter press or a heavier press. You can go and do that as and when you want. Settings, yeah, you got some other stuff, and you know, to update the thing, obviously. But yeah, now man, crazy piece of software going on there. Now, one special feature which I don't think is shouted about enough is the fact that the keyboard has configuration memory, fam. So when you configure the settings on one computer, it remembers those settings no matter which computer you plug the keyboard into, no matter which device you plug the keyboard into. I swapped the page up and page down buttons for volume keys, and now every device that I plug the keyboard into recognizes those volume keys, fam. That's wavy. That's cool. It means you don't have to set up the device over and over again if you're putting it into lots of different computers and lots of different devices. I think that's wicked. That should be a key feature as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, people, I can't lie, the MELGEEK MADE68 Air is actually quite a decent mini keyboard, fam. Like, at first glance, without the software, it's very limited to what you can and cannot do with it, kind of thing, especially with the RGB light bar on the top and the keyboard lighting, the backlighting of the keys itself isn't that bright. And now that might be because they haven't used shine through keys. Obviously you can just swap these keys out, so that's not a problem as well, but on first glance it doesn't look that bright. Definitely okay for typing in the dark, but not the best brightness for, you know, a keyboard backlight itself. But then apart from that, once you combine this keyboard with the software, you can literally do anything you want to do. The customization options are crazy. The fact that they let you customize every single key, and there's 3 different profiles of customization options, and you got the function layer, and you got macros built in, and you got the ability to customize the actuation points of each individual key in each of those 3 individual profiles. It's a mad thing, fam. Mad thing. So yeah, no, definitely top points for customization. Just wish they would have had a little bit of better brightness for the keyboard backlight, especially as it's plugged in and you're not running on battery. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you do like this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and ding that notification bell, because it makes YouTube think that I'm actually a real life YouTuber.